home to everything here. I'm just loving it. And I'm never leaving.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the 2023 Pialba Classic Men's Fours. And this event is proudly sponsored by Ingenia Lifestyles, Harvey Bay. We just had a bit of a video on that, an absolutely magnificent place for lifestyle at Harvey Bay RSL Club, Oz Curb. Beautiful concreting edging, any type you want, and the owner of that is Sam Eagleton, and he's contacted on 0423 120 372. Clayton Herring, Harvey Bay Motel, Churches of Christ, Fraser Coast Regional Council, and BCIP Insurance Brokers, and of course Pialba Bowls Club. We thank them very much for their contribution, and of course the Gold Coast-Tweed District Media Team was sponsored by the West Coast Bowls. Contact them on www.westcoastbowls.com.au or ring Chris Faulkner direct on 0497 128 609. And if you mention the promo code of GCTD23, we do get a donation out of that, and we do appreciate that because it does help our parabolers. So wonderful organisation, West Coast Bowls, and of course the Gold Coast Tweed District merchandising side, which we're trying to make a few bucks for our parabolers on this. It's available on location or website. You can get it on www.gctbowls.org.au. Wonderful array of gift ideas there. You name it, it's there for you for the bowl enthusiasts with Christmas just around the corner. Now, this game we've got coming up, we've got a pretty good game. We've basically got Beenleigh up against a composite side. So, in the Beenleigh team, we've got Daryl Smith leading, Ray Gosley, Gary Parker, and Tony Bartlett, and they're up against Steve Petsky, James Templeton, Sean Baker playing 3, and Aaron Hewson is skipping this rink. Huey decided that they made him skip because he's playing so badly, you reckons? So it's great to see Huey anyway. So bit of a composite side, you could say, with Musgrave Hill teaming up. Where does Steve play out of these days? Yeah, not too sure where Steve plays out of these days. But I know the other Huey and James, both from Pine. I get to see him, I'll ask him. And on the rink next door, you can see the team that just played, Justin Knight up against Dean McWhinney Shillington. So it looks like Dale is skipping that rink. Okay, this looks like Gary Parker with the bowling arm. Got a nice track on this here too. He's not going to be too far away. Is he going to set this fat? Oh, not quite. Can't really see where Steve's playing out. He's got a Musgrave Hill cap on, I think, by the looks of that. Yeah. The opportunity, I'll ask him later on. Okay, so we've got Huey on the mat at the moment. Of course, for the viewers, for the first time they've been on board, it's 18 ends or 2 hours 30 minutes. Hey, Huey, not too far away. Yeah, that'll be the main money winner at this stage. Yeah, Tony just running through the head with that one. Here we go, the next one got a good line on it. Maybe just a little bit more run. Yep. Perfect grass line. Either Fraser Coast sign over there. Fraser Coast Regional Council. Yeah, just a little bit narrow with that one, so it should be 2 by the looks of it. to Sean Baker's, oh, not Sean Baker, I should say Huey. Aaron Hewson's team. So nice start to the. They got a bit of a touch up in the last game from Nick Gosley combination, but I must admit Nick's got a pretty reasonable team with him too, just quietly. They're a pretty reasonable team in Brendan Wilson leading up, Graham Hooper, Mark Armstrong and Nick Gosley. Right, just go down the other end. Steve's first bowl about 20 foot through the head. Bit of a short end, so Daryl Smith also a bit runny. Steve with his next bowl. It's not too bad, sitting just around about 4 foot behind the head bowl, looks of it. So Daryl. This one here is looking pretty good. It's still running into the head. That's a great correction there by Daryl Smith. Yeah, and a knocker. Well played. Yeah, good bowl there from James Templeton. Just going through the lists at the moment on where they're sitting, who's playing who. Looks like Nick Gosley's playing Mark Grunders on the back green, rink 12 by the looks of it. And Dean's on the rink beside us playing Justin Knight, the team we just had on board. So another good bowl there from James Templeton. Very steady. Very, very steady. So my old mate Ray Gosley, great bloke Ray, from the Beanley Bowls Club. Very handy player too, just quietly. Just unlucky with that one. Just caught the edge of the kitty. Right, Sean Baker. Not a bad bowl there from Bakes. So we've now got Gary Parker on the mat, using the bowling arm and the orange bowls. I think he's just going to cut across the head. Yep. So Bakes. Well, not quite there. Good line on that one there, Bakes. Gary, once again, seems to have a better grass line on this one here. Maybe just a little bit runny, that's all. But, yeah, beautiful grass line on that. It looks like it'd probably be just the... I think it's pretty sure it's two by the looks of it. They both look like James's bowls. So, down to Huey and Tony Bartlett now. Okay, Huey. Has to add another one. Not going to be too far away. Yep, could be. Sits inside that orange bowl. Trying pretty hard to fall out. Right, Tony needs a little bit more grass than that. We've got Huey on the mat. Better grass line on this one. How's his weight? Probably just a little bit too quick. Yep. I've just caught the edge of that bowl, so we'll see what they got there. 1, 2. Looking for another one. Going to put the tape on it by the looks of it. I've taken them out, so we'll see what it is here in a minute. Not too sure what it was. No. And there's the updated version of after round 4. That's where everybody sits. Bakes just dropped the game, last game to Nick Gosley, and Nick's now sitting just behind Dean McWhinney. So, which I think Dale's skipping that rink anyway, but it's under Dean's name, so good battles all over the place. So Hayden still on his own, the young 18-year-old. Jason Moore up there. Noel Dingle, and there's Zeta pays good money right down to 8th place. So there's top 9 there. So very, very, very good contingent. So we see another good bowl from Steve. 2 great bowls there from Steve. Good leading. Right, Daryl Smith. Coming in nicely. He's going to sit inside this bowl. Oh, not quite. Just caught the back end of it. Yeah, another good bowl here from James. James Templeton. Yeah. 2 good shots there. So Ray Gosley on his forehand. Of course, Ray is Nick's father. I think James will stick to his forehand, being a left-hander. Trying to beat this bowl of Daryl's. The dark one here sitting behind the head. Well, that's a handy bowl there. All right, Ray drawing on his forehand. Don't know, he's going to just starting his way back in now. Maybe just a little bit wide. Yeah. Probably just his weight was his downfall with that one. Yeah, good ball here from Bakes. Well played. That's another one. No target there, that's for sure. So we've got Gary Parker on the mat now. Bates once again. Perfect line on this one here. Comes down to his weight, starts working its way into the head. That's another great bowl by Sean Baker. Okay, so the distinct orange bowls of Gary Parker. This one here seems to be on a pretty good line. It's going to be still running. They get shot out of this. Well, he has. Couple there of Ray and one of Gary's bowls. So nice result he received from that. Okay, Huey. Going to do something. Yeah, great effort there by Huey. Was after that and then with the kitty. Okay, Tony on the mat. Tell you what, he's going to add another one here. Played this very well, Tony. Oh, I thought he was going to sit that bowl. He just got the edge of it. Yeah, good call. He's 3 down. Well, he took one out. So just a 2 down by the sounds of it. Tony with his last bowl. Has he got his memory from his first one? It was pretty handy. Not quite. So just a 2 there by the looks of it. Okay, so Daryl says, I haven't had one of these before. What line do I put it on? Yep, just stayed on inbound, so moved it across. Probably around about a good 3/4 length. Yeah, a little bit wide with that one there, unfortunately, Daryl. Whoops. Can't see that one. Yep, boys are going to get me out of the way. Thank you very much. Now we can see what's happening. Okay, Steve. Oh, we're going to crash onto that one. Just knocked it in a little bit closer. So we're going to see Daryl, not Daryl, this is Ray, I should say. Ray on the mat at the moment, playing his backhand. Little inside edge, and got the result required. Definitely one shot, or definitely two shots, but we won't count the second one just at this stage. Yeah, James just running across the head there slightly, so just the one down. Got a good second shot locking in there. Definitely taking second shot away. Yeah, running through the head with that one there. Ray needs a bit more grass on that one. Right, James. Well, that's a good bowl by James. He's pumped that through far enough, I reckon, for them to just have the one shot. Now Gary, with those very, as I said, very distinct orange bowls that he's using. Bake's looking to add another one down through here. A good grass line starts working its way into the head. Looking pretty handy. Yeah, great bowl there by Sean Baker. Done a couple of shots. Oh, just missed it. Just missed it. Good try there. Yeah, another. Just staying a little bit wide, that one there. Just wanted to sit that back bowl there, a raised by looks of it, but still holding two good shots there. So down to the skips. Right, Huey. Tony first. Sticking to his backhand. It's looking pretty handy. Little inside edge. Oh, he found the gap. Yeah, a little bit unlucky with that one. Wasn't far away. Watching a little bit of the game next door too, so good try there from Huey. Just pulling over just a little bit short. Probably around about 4 feet, but not too far. Okay, mate. Good to see you, mate. Tony. Tell you what, he's close last time. A little bit closer. I think he's just going to duck past again. So if Huey can get back to that dark blue bowl there of Ray Gosley's, it could be pretty beneficial for him. Could bring a few more into play. So Aaron Hewson, very experienced campaigner. He's just looking to draw another one. Does not want to move the kitty. He has. So Huey, just the one shot. So see, from 2-1, this our Huey, and in co-commentary, he's going to pleasure to welcome David Lee. G'day, Dave.
Hey, Brian, how are you?
Mate, how's your morning been?
Yeah. Beautiful, fantastic.
Mate, see, there's marathon down there this morning, down on the Esplanade.
Yes, yeah, they've got the presentations this afternoon, so they've cordoned off the Esplanade there for the marathon. That's the annual. Well, it's not a marathon; it's a triathlon.
Triathlon, I should say. Triathlon, yes. Triathlon, yes. Yeah. And here's the reason why the bay's booked out.
Absolutely.
Oh, mate, there's no vacancy signs. The most common sign I saw coming along the Esplanade early this morning was no vacancy.
Well, that's fantastic.
And
it's good for our local economy, good for our local accommodation services and our local cafes and restaurants. So.
Mate, everywhere we went last night. We went to the
boat club?
No, not the boat club. Bay House? Beach House.
Beach House, yes.
Having last night, and I tell you what, I don't think you could fit one more person in there.
No.
It was packed. And it was absolutely sensational. Food was sensational, mate.
Good food there.
Oh, absolutely.
Good service.
Service was magnificent.
Yep. No, they do a great job
with
there.
With the amount of people that were in there, Dave, it must be a huge amount of people. Like the queue to get the food was from here to the end of the green long. And, mate, no time the food was out, bang, bang. It was just absolutely superb.
Well, there's plenty to choose from. You've got Beach House there, you've got Barsoma, you've got Odyssey. So there's a whole, all down the Esplanade there, some lovely cafes and restaurants.
No, absolutely, mate. And, of course, now what we've started off for the viewers, David, of course, is local councillor for the Fraser Coast Regional Council and doing a superb job in this region because, as I said, it's no longer really it is a city this day and age. It's no longer a region, in my opinion. It's more a city than anything. And it's there's so many people moving here. And there's, when I lived here, to go shopping basically for what we wanted, we had to go through to Bundaberg.
Yep.
Now the Bundaberg people, I reckon, have to come down here. That's what I've actually observed in my few trips, David.
Yeah, well, certainly on the Wide Bay, we've got the highest population growth.
Yeah.
And as we discussed yesterday, lots of southerners moving up from New South Wales and Victoria and Brisbane and Sunshine Gold Coast.
Yep.
To enjoy our great climate and great lifestyle.
Mate, I can see more, and of course. Unfortunately, I still call it Fraser Island because I'm so used to it. I just can't get round the new terminology, which I know I should, but to me it was always known as Fraser, so I just can't break that tradition. I know that I probably will eventually break it, but to me it's just what I've always known to call. And Ray's, he got the kitty. I just got the edge of that. Been a great tournament here. We've got 3 teams still undefeated. So, and it's neck and neck. There's only a couple of points in from first to third, David. So it's absolutely incredible. And mate, one thing we were talking about yesterday too, which is one thing I'd like to touch on today, is something where I think where all of the major regions can really kick some goals over the next 10 years, is 9 years. The next is the 2032 Olympic Games, and I just think it'd be so good for what we're touching on yesterday, David, for the infrastructure for these regions as a legacy for the kids that can actually use those facilities from now to never.
Absolutely, yeah. I think there's a real opportunity there, and as we touched on yesterday, you've got a lot of sort of premier recreational and sporting events held here. And I think there's opportunities over the next 9 years to really sort of get some legacy infrastructure into place. We've got these great bowling carnivals that we have here with the no pairs and the November event here, and we've got the triathlon. And I'm happy to say that Harvey Bay Basketball is doing some great work in terms of setting up for the future for some legacy infrastructure with basketball courts. So they're
fantastic.
They're looking to set something up out of the sporting precinct. They've got 600 odd members. Historically, they haven't had the facilities to play on, so we're losing a lot of talent to other areas because we don't have those facilities. So I think that, and that's the case with a number of the different sporting venues around town. So it's something we've got to invest in. I think you can't be all things to all people, so maybe there's some areas of the sporting infrastructure that we've really got to do in a targeted way that leaves some legacy infrastructure to the community.
I think you did right. And that's the truest statement, Dave. It's all right for people to say we want, but there's only so much money to go around.
There is.
And you all know that. It'd be nice to have everything you wish for, but that's never going to happen. So I think what you're saying, I think is a very sensible way of doing it, is that target the areas, the growth areas, and let's face it, for the kids of the future, which I'm very passionate about, and mainly because of, mainly in my day and your day, we used to get a hiding every day because we were home too late at night time. We were out all day. Where this day and age with computers and iPads, and the kids are spending more time inside. And to me, if you want a good, healthy society and really cut down on your medical bills and everything, as far as government's concerned, well, I say invest in sporting activities so the kids get outside and more healthier lifestyle.
Yeah,
I think it does help in a lot of ways, David.
It does, absolutely. I think at so many levels that's the case. It's not just about physical well-being, but it's also mental and social well-being. So it's not, you can engage in some physical activity, but it's that level of social engagement and interaction with other people and setting goals and being the best version of yourself. So not everyone can be an AFL player, but they can still, young people can still be the best version of themselves within their chosen sport.
That's true.
And I think that's something that's really worth fostering in our young community. We've got to be able to have the infrastructure that encourages that level of engagement, so that we don't end up with a generation of disengaged youth.
Mate, I couldn't agree more on that, Dave. And there's one thing I know for a fact is that when my kids were playing up, we were just taking from sporting event to sporting event to sporting event, and of course it gives them that basically, particularly with the physical side of things, the lung capacity you need as you're growing up. There's so many bonuses for playing sport. Just even mental capacity also too, to learn teamwork, to work with each other. Right. There's so many pluses for it, and I think you'll find that, as I said, if we can get back to those days and have good infrastructure so the kids don't have to travel outside these regions. I know when I was here, the hospital was built, and that was back in, I think it's...
Back in the 90s?
Back in the 90s, mate. And I remember Joe Biocchi used to say he built the hospital, but there was nothing in there, mate. It was a shelter.
Was it? Yeah. I hope it wasn't a case of yes, Minister.
Mate, no, it was, we used to have a little bit of a joke about it back in those days. As the hospitals there, it's just, you still got to go to Maryborough, though, if you're crook. But anyway, but it was built. Yeah. It was built.
Yeah. But just getting back to that level of engagement with sport, I think so many of our kids can learn, and you've just touched on this, important life skills by participating in sport. As I said, setting goals, resilience, dealing with disappointment, dealing with overcoming your limitations, and in some cases accepting limitations.
That's true.
And then I think that helps to set them up for a successful life.
Well, I think it does too, David. And also too, like one of the great things about our great game, which I call lawn bowls, I mean, no matter what sport you play, I say, as I've always said, play it, enjoy it, and you're not going to win all the time, so you're going to be disappointed, so get over that and just try the best you can and do the best you can. But one thing about our sport is that it's for anybody. And we have people that participate in our game in wheelchairs, with pastonic legs, all types of things. We have bowling arms where people have got, it was just happening more and more often these days with crook backs and discs and vertebrae that are playing up. But now a lot of people, bowlers, don't like the bowling arms because they think they're cheating sticks, but to me it keeps more people on the green, and that's what it's all about. And we have a lot of like on the Gold Coast, my association, through a wonderful committee that I have down there, we set up a para bowling group, and we have all types of people, whether they be blind, deaf, or no matter what disability they have. But the thing about it, and I've said all the time, if everybody could go and watch a para bowlers carnival for 3 hours, you would walk away with one of the greatest attitudes. Because you never hear one complaint about it at all, David. No. And they're just so appreciative of being out and being able to compete. One of our biggest issues that we have is that we try to get the para bowlers into mainstream bowling. So they can decide then when they want to play and how long for, David. You know what I mean? And I think with groups like that, and we've been contacted by a lot of groups, the para bowlers group that we've got, the committee just can't handle with the amount of successful applicants that we've had, you know what I mean?
Well, there should definitely be a place for that, because one thing that is often forgotten, the 2032 Games is Olympic
Yes.
Paralympic
Games. 100%
So
correct.
it's really important that, basically it's embracing people of all abilities. So it's not just something that's Olympic. So that's the second leg of it, really. It's the Paralympic Games.
Absolutely. And one of the beauty things about it, which gives us great satisfaction as being able-bodied people, is when we go and see the parabolers go and support our groups, which is very rare because we're always on the road, but it's such a pleasure. And there's so many people there that have had strokes and various things that are, one bloke I use, he's a wonderful attitude, a bloke by the name of Paul Jackson. And Paul had a very nasty stroke, and he was a lawn bowler. He got released from hospital on the Wednesday, and he came to his first parabowling game on the Sunday.
Wow.
And Paul was a very, very, very good Division 1 pennant player, but he lost the use of his right arm. So he had to learn to play in a wheelchair with his left arm, and he went on to win a bronze medal.
Wow.
Which is, to me, I think, just, it shows you. But to talk to people like that, though, David, it really inspires you, because his whole attitude is just absolutely incredible. And
no, I couldn't agree more.
And there's so many of those type of people, which I think our game can help and cater for.
Yep.
I know for a fact we just bought another 2 wheelchairs, in actual fact, for our parabolers, and we get them at a pretty reasonable price, and because we just didn't have enough. So and that's where a lot of our money goes from here into that type of infrastructure. But we've got a good game on our hands here. Aaron's stuck away a little bit here, 9-2, but it's the Sean Baker-led combination. Sean playing 3 this game. I tell you what, not too far away with this bowl here. Picked it up. Oh, just got the edge of it once again. How unlucky is that by Gary? Very distinct orange bowls. But you've turned the warm weather on for us today too, mate.
Well, it's actually out there. It's not too bad.
It's like a sauna in here, mate.
You've got the fan on, but there's actually a bit of a breeze outside, believe it or not.
Yeah, well, mate, I reckon Robbie's got rocks behind us. He can pour water on them. I call this the sauna, David. I'll tell you that right now, mate.
There is a bit of a breeze out there.
Yeah.
Just albeit gentle, but it is there.
Quite good, and the best part about this weekend is that we're back again next weekend, so really looking forward to that. We're down to Urangan Bowling Club next weekend.
Oh, fantastic.
Looking forward to showcasing their event down there.
Yes.
A few years since I've been to Urangan Bowls Club, so looking forward to...
they've got a great bowls club
down there,
yep,
so looking forward to that.
Yep.
And, mate, what's your region up here, or your area, David?
So I've got Division 9.
Yep.
So we have a divided council in the sense that each of the councils get a division. So I've got Division 9. And Division 9 goes from Westside, Main Street Westside, right down to Robert Street on the Esplanade.
Yep.
And then roughly, I'll say roughly, back up to Boundary Road.
It's a fair area then.
So I regard myself as having the jewel in the crown. I've got that. I've got all the great restaurants, or many of the great great restaurants and cafes and coffee shops, and I know most of them.
Yep. As you would.
And as I would. And it's just the jewel in the crown for the bay.
Yeah.
And just love having that sort of, just interacting with the small businesses and members of our community. So it's a well-established area as well.
No, that's really good, because also, too, as we know, like, small business is the backbone of the Australian economy in a lot of ways.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? They do employ a lot of people, and they create a lot of wealth.
They do, and they're hard-working, 7 days a week. Quite often the business doesn't stop when the doors close. You've got to restock the fridges and
Mate, there's plenty of work to do.
Restock the inventory and balance the books, and so there's quite a lot that goes on behind the closed doors
absolutely,
at the end of the day. So we are so grateful for the contribution that our hard-working small business community
they do,
makes
and
to our local economy.
Just looking in there last night as we were driving back along to the Harvey Bay Motel, and the amount of people sitting out on the footpath last night. But the thing about it, though, too, the amount of people that still walk out on that pier.
Yes.
Down at Urangan.
That's right.
It's just absolutely amazing at the amount of people that get enjoyment out of walking out, just looking at the water.
Yeah.
It's,
those, and I'm fortunate to have 2 piers. I've got the Scarness, or the Scarness Jetty, I should say, Scarness and Torquay jetties.
Yep.
So they're iconic structures, been there for many, many years, and you've got the Osprey that roost on the, on the Scarness jetty.
Scarness side, yes, of
Scarness
course.
side, there's a couple of Osprey down there, and So it's just, and you've just got that beautiful view. I love my sunrises.
Yeah, beautiful, mate. Beautiful. Always been the same.
Every day is different
Yeah.
for a sunrise, and it's just great. There's lots of people down there.
Early in the morning.
This time of the year, we get it's light, sort of 4 o'clock in the morning. You see a lot of people down on the Esplanade, which is great to engage with a community on the Esplanade.
No, it's. I know because I'm an early riser, being a greenkeeper all my life, so just stop up and go outside and have a look this morning. I was surprised at the amount of people running. Yeah, very early this morning. And why wouldn't you? Like, I mean, you got high tide, as you said. You got sun coming up. You've got magnificent view of the island. You got everything there, which picturesque.
Oh, picturesque.
Absolutely picturesque.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And the
Great
amount of
place
people,
to be.
the amount of people, because it's so flat too. And one thing that a lot of people don't take into consideration, the bay's so safe for kids, because it is protected by the island. You know what I mean? I remember back in, I think it was 91 when we had a cyclone come down. It ended up passing up at Bagara, and they were a bit concerned it was going to come down between the island and the mainland, but we were safe. But that's the fact. In those days, a lot of people actually had cyclone parties.
Did they?
It was typical Queensland spirit.
That's right. So the island does afford some protection. Yeah, for sure.
And it does. I'll never forget that. That was quite humorous. People said, "Oh, we'll just go down and wait for it to come to show it his boss." But it was, it's very interesting. But the island, as I said, for if you've got young kids, I tell you could not get a more safer place than Harvey Bay to
raise them.
To raise them, that's for sure. I couldn't agree more on that, David. It's see a good-looking bowl here that's from Ray. Yeah, Ray Gosley. Of course, Ray is the father of Nick Gosley. Nick, is, of course, is a local up here, plays for the Pialba Bowls Club, just represented Queensland.
Oh, wow.
At the Australian sides over in Perth, and had a very good series. Skipped against Sean Baker, and he just played Sean. Well, this team here, he just played them in the last round, and Nick won 32-8. So pretty handy win there to Nick. So playing against one of Queensland's best.
Wow. Yep.
Let's see. Aaron just getting away slightly there, 10-2. So is he around this one here though? Not quite. Just a little bit too much grass. Just needed to be a little bit closer, maybe even under those front bowls. So is anything major? I know we don't want any infrastructure announcements, Dave, on there, but
well, we're working on infrastructure,
which you would be all the time, which you would be all
public domain. So, look, water security has been topical.
Yeah.
So at the moment we're working on the water grid, which will be the interconnection of the Maryborough and the Harvey Bay water catchments.
Yep.
So in effect, what that means is we've got Lenthals Dam that provides supply for Harvey Bay, and then you've got Tanana Creek, which Mary River runs into Tanana Creek.
Yes, that's right.
Supplies Maryborough. So we're running a 25-kilometre bi-directional pipe. At the moment, we're doing the concept study on it.
Yep.
We're running a bi-directional pipe from Begowan Water Treatment, which is just outside Torban Lee, to Boys Reservoir in Maryborough. So what that'll mean is basically it's a redundancy strategy so that we've got, we can run water both ways, feed into both catchments. If we run into any difficulties, that certainly will see us through. That is a good sort of medium-term solution. In the longer term, we're exploring a range of options, incling desal. So
desal is good, but it's expensive though, isn't it?
It's expensive, and look, there's a high capital cost with it. Well, there's a capital cost, obviously, with everything, but there's a high capital cost with setting that up. And I've heard different figures. We're talking about a 7.5 meg treatment plant. And then you've got the operational costs with maintaining it. So you have to run it. My understanding is you have to run it continuously, because if you mothball it,
that's right.
Like they found, I think, with Gold Coast,
yes, they have.
You could spend an absolute fortune getting that back online again. So it's one of a number of options that have been considered, and we've adopted a water security plan as a guiding document, and the first step in the execution of that plan is to establish this water grid, which will be the interconnection of the two schemes.
Well, this is one thing too, as I think you'll find that, I think with as I said, we're one of the fastest growing areas in Australia, really, is this type of region here, and these are the things that the average person doesn't even think about. But the infrastructure has to be in place to cater for everybody.
It does,
and has to be in place.
And water's an absolute priority.
Oh yeah, can't survive without.
So
that
you can't
because
survive without it.
You actually make beer with water, so you've got to have water, mate.
Yeah, so water. Obviously, the other thing is with increase in population, we've got an increase in the traffic and the generation of waste materials. So
Yes.
we're currently concept planning, or we've turned the sod to start the concept planning and execution on that for a material resource facility in Maryborough, which will be a significant regional recycling plant.
Yeah, which should be absolutely excellent, because I know, as I said, the amount of new estates that I've witnessed in the last, since 12 months since we've been here, or even 6 months since we've been here, is every time you keep going along, you see more buildings, more shops being popped up, and as you said, the infrastructure is the most important.
That's right. So we've seen a big increase. I think it was a 15% increase in traffic through our waste facilities on pre-COVID numbers.
Is that right?
And we've got a projected increase of 40% over the next 30 years. So we've got to put some work into that site, and we're working very hard with our community. The community is doing really well to divert as much waste as we can from landfill. Yeah.
And that again is very, very, very important, because as you know, most of the tips I know in the area that I grew up in Sydney, they had tips everywhere, and mate, after going to the tip, all of a sudden they were closed because they were too full. That's because of the amount of houses being built and everything around the place. So yes, having witnessed that numerous times, you see the importance of the recycling side of things.
Absolutely,
to try and keep it down. So
and the technical side as well, Brian. So we've put we've got enough capacity at that site in Maryborough to 2050. But we're working very hard with the engineering staff to make technical improvements. And of course, you've got increases in compliance. We've got a big German-made 40-ton compactor. So we've got that in place. And, the community are doing really well. We've got a contamination rate of about 18%. For yellow bid recyclable products. So
which is pretty good.
We're improving on that all the time. So people are doing a great job with their recycling, and
it's amazing how people can help with that, though, David, isn't it? It's just so simple. You know what I mean?
Simple things like and I don't want to bore the public with this, but simple things like taking the lid off containers when they go into the recycling bin, rinsing it out, don't put plastic in. Just those three things are really important to reduce that contamination rate.
And that's ever so true. And that's not just here, that's all over. So we see a very good bowl there from Daryl Smith. So Steve, just trying to after all that, but just going to sneak around the back there. So we see Aaron just sneaking away a little bit on Tony, 13-2. This is the 8th of 18 ends, or 2 hours and 30 minutes. No one has missed their 18 ends at this stage. It's been finishing just in time. So tell me the boys got it absolutely perfect there when they set the time and the ends to play. So they have done well. No one's been the Bells beat them at this stage, and it's good to see at this stage when there's been a loss or two. You see young Brody out there now skipping his rink, so it's really good to see the young kids be given the opportunity to showcase their skills. And Brody, of course, is a member of the Hervey Bay Bowls Club, and he's a pretty handy player, but he normally plays two. They've got him out there skipping at the moment, so how good's that? A little bit of added responsibility. It's always good to see. It's amazing how these kids, when they become a skip, how they lift. Let's tell you what, he's played a great-looking bowl out there. It's a toucher.
Well placed,
Yeah, what a great bowl. Great to see. So Ray just a little bit long with that one. So how many council meetings do you have a month, mate?
One council meeting a month.
Yep.
So we've just got one next month, and that'll be it for this year.
Break after Christmas. Yep.
Bit of a break over Christmas, and then we'll be back into the new year. Of course, we've got the local government elections in mid-March.
Yes. So you're running again?
No.
You're not?
So I won't be contesting the next
mate. Pulling
local government elections. I'll be I'm running for the state seat.
Good one.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So that'll be my focus next year.
Yeah, no, that's really good, Dave, that's for sure. Oh, gee whiz, just caught the edge of the kitty. Great try there by Ray, though. I think it could still just be one down. So that, of course, is November?
The election, October.
October,
Yeah, state elections are scheduled for October next year.
Yep. Oh. Yeah, see a good bowl there from Bakes. Sitting around about Jack Eye. So Gary with these very distinct orange bowls. On a pretty good line here. Just don't think he's quite got the line to hold, but he may come in here for second shot, which he is going to do. Well, he's cut the damage down, so he's done pretty well there. So I gather that you're getting fit to do all the door knocking and that this big guy, David.
Yeah. That's this time of the year is always a challenge. You lose a few kilos.
Yeah, definitely with the humidity.
Leaflet drops and things.
Yes.
But good way to keep fit. Get plenty of walking.
It is, the best thing about it, though, I think the best thing about it is the engagement you have with the community too. You know what I mean? So you get to talk to a lot of different people. I know that I've worked not with a political party, but I've had friends of mine over the years run for state elections, and they've asked me to be on the handout pamphlets, and it's really good that the interaction you have with the public. You know what I mean?
It's great to have that interaction and engagement with the public.
It's amazing because I'm in the seat of Scenic Rim, and I'd go to my friends down the Gold Coast, and I'd be handing out pamphlets, and the people would come in and say, "Oh, did you vote for him?" I said, "No, mate, I live 40 miles out there."
Yeah.
So what are you doing here? I said, "We're just a mate of mine. Just a mate of mine, you know what I mean? Just helping him out." They said, apparently put on free grog tonight, so I'm not going to miss that. You know, just a bit of humour, but it's it's really good to have the interaction with the people, you know. It's
absolutely. Yeah,
and
you have to have that engagement with them.
The thing about it, though, too, you can learn so much by talking to a lot of them, too.
That's the one thing as a councillor I've found, that engagement with the public is just so important. You just cannot know what's possibly going on in your area and what the concerns are unless you're listening and talking to people.
100% correct, David. It's like that in a lot of things in life, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, one of the biggest things that I know, just being president of the Gold Coast-Tweed district, is to listen to your players, mate, give them what they want.
That's right.
They're the ones playing the game, you know what I mean? I'll tell you what, a great bowl here from Tony. Yeah, probably would be shot with that red bowl, be pretty close to it. So I think Huey will still go for the kitty. He's had one drive, so he's going to go again. He goes big when he drives, so be careful. This could go anywhere. There he goes. Other side. Woof. I reckon he'd have a Band-Aid on his bowl the other way to hit the ditch, mate. If he hit my bowl at that place, I'd definitely put a Band-Aid on it, David. So...
Well, the green's looking good, isn't it?
Oh, beautiful, mate. Absolute credit to Pialba, how good the greens are here. And, you know, they really are of a very high standard.
Yeah. I saw someone, came past this morning at about 6 o'clock and someone was out.
Yeah, the greenkeeper was out.
The greenkeeper was out there working hard, getting the green ready.
Yeah, yesterday he cut them both and did a great job. So they picked up 2 there. Good pick up here by Tony. Yeah, mate, he was out here pretty early when we got here yesterday morning, about 5 to 6, and he'd already cut this one.
Yep.
So, and it normally takes an hour to cut a green.
Yeah.
You walk 3.9 kilometres every time you cut a bowling green.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So he'd already been for a stroll.
Good start to. I mean, the early morning's just fantastic. Best time of the day.
Absolutely. Good time to do your work, mate.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing you've got to be a little bit careful of, is that when you have neighbours, you don't start too early every day.
Yes.
Can be a little bit of a
not a good idea to upset the neighbours.
Yes, it's ever so true. So a good pick up there to Tony. Looks like he picked up 2 by the looks of things. And so we see, probably a good, just a medium length end here by the looks of things. So you can see the kitty just it's nowhere near the end of the line, just halfway along it. The mat's halfway up. So Daryl Smith. As I say, he's on a pretty good line with this one here. It's working its way into the head, just going to pull up just a tad short, but gee whiz, that's a good starter. On the line, falls over.
Oh, yeah.
Well done. There you see.
Well position.
see the business end now when it's getting down towards the end and the money's starting to come into consideration. You see a lot of concentration level at this stage. It's just not a bad bowl there from Steve. Just it's just a tad more grass. What happens now too is normally the fatigue starts kicking in now. Now too. It's 5 games.
Wow, yep.
Normally a few of them have 1 or 2 soft drinks last night. One thing we do try to promote is to drink wise.
Yes. Plenty of water.
Plenty of water, mate. Yes, do you see yours? Yes. Yep. Yes, no, I've got my bottle over there, so we always, in here, we drink plenty of water, mate, I can assure you of that.
Yeah, it gets pretty hot in the tent.
Definitely does. It's just coming around the back here with that one there, Steve, so may have shot with that one just on around about 5 to 12, you could say. Could be. But still too many bowls to be played to really worry about who's got shot at this stage. So Ray Gosley on the mat at the moment, finding a nice little port up through here. He's got to be nice and close to that bowl. Just a little bit runny with that one, Ray, but gee whiz, he found that port beautifully. Takes a bit of weight off. Okay, James Templeton, of course, James works at the Pine Rivers Bowls Club in hospitality. Very well-known player. And one of the victorious state pennant finals.
That's great.
Great bowl there by James. Yep. Very good catchment bowl there. So, yeah, that breeze is nice blowing through there, mate. I can actually feel a bit of it at the moment.
I reckon that's better than a fan.
It is. He's only got the fan on to keep that cool.
Yeah.
It has a tendency to get warm at that.
Yeah.
So it's quite, that's matey. She's pride and joy, that box there. Wow. Davies.
That's well there.
Looks after it, but it...
bit of money tied up in that technology.
Yeah. 18.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we paid for that, the district.
Yeah.
That's why he keeps it so close to him. A good bowl here, on to Steve. Oh, yeah, I think that probably will be shot just standing up. Yeah, that is definitely shot. So, good bowl there. Bowl there from James, just to rest it up. So, Gary Parker just going to cut across the head with this one. Little straightener. Well, probably just fell out. But also, too, one of the important things with that bowl there is they've got to go around that front bowl now, which can be a little bit challenging. Yep. With the right weight to get back to the line. So, doesn't matter what hand you play, you can see a bit of trouble both ways. So, Bakes trying to get it out there. And he has just snuck around it, but just a little too much weight with it, which you can do because you're very conscious of the fact you've got to get around that front bowl. So psychologically, you just put that little bit extra on. But,
pressure on.
Yeah. But I reckon they're holding one. Snapshot. Picture. Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
So, Sean, with his next one, just going to be around it. He might want it to drop under it at this stage. And he has just rocked in there for shots. Easy played that well, Bakes.
Yeah.
Played that very well. Hey, Steve. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, mate. Okay, just found out just past Steve then that his club that he's still playing from is New Farm. So, yeah, I just wasn't too sure with that shirt that he had on what his club was. So, yeah, Steve, very, very well-known player and around the Brisbane district.
28 teams here. Right.
28 teams here, mate, from all over. So we've got Fraser Maguire from Weeper. He's the furthest north.
Yeah, from Weeper.
From Weeper.
Okay.
Yeah, we got some.
And what's the furthest south?
Well, we've got Helensvale. A lot of teams here from the Gold Coast. We've got Burleigh Heads. Pialba Windsor Bowling Club in Windsor. Gee whiz, I look around and I see all types of shirts. Wayne Masters, he's from Windsor Bowling Club these days. A lot of guys from around here, of course. Kadanga, mate, you name it.
Yeah, that's great.
Bribey Island, Mooloolaba. A really good cross-section
good cross-section of clubs.
Of clubs all around Queensland. Gladstone, Rockhampton. Because
fantastic.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of hours put in to get here.
Absolutely.
But it's always a tournament that the players want to come to. You know what I mean? And there's a great contingent of former Australian players in Sean Baker out here to current Queensland reps. You've got Cody Garrick, who's just been appointed to the Australian Emerging Players list.
Okay.
Jacob Nelson, who's played for Queensland numerous times in the Open and under 25s and under 18s. And Nick Gosley, a current Queensland international. Dale McWhinney-Shillington's about to play a bowl on the rink next door, who's just been put into the Australian Emerging Players.
Wow. Yep.
So, quality players, I'm saying. You know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying.
There's an incredible array of talent, and they just they just want to do is just get out and
have fun
and play bowls, mate. You know, so Steve is going to dictate what length. I'm not too sure what they got there, Robbie. I wasn't 100% sure. I think it was only one, mate. I think it was, And again, he saved his skip to move that kitty too far. Look at that, he's looking after him too well. Huey needs the exercise. And the president of Queensland Premier League's here, John Newell. So he got some pretty distinguished people within the bowling world here.
Great to see.
Yeah, and most of them have been coming every year now too. So it shows you. Like, I mean, when you get them back, like Johnny Walker can get them back, it proves that it's a good run tournament, David. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So we
do a great job.
Yeah, that's for sure, mate. So Daryl Smith has a good first up bowl. Steve just a little bit through the head with his first one. I think he sensed you about to get up there, Robbie. He knew you're getting up, mate. So Steve, I think he's a little bit just overcorrected with this one, just dropping across the head. That's still no damage done. So the presentation, of course, of trophies will be on after this. And it's normally it's very telling on who can win this, because there's three teams that are very, very close. So Daryl just pulling up a bit short, right on the line though. Had his grass line absolutely spot on. James Templeton, left-hander, playing his forehand down here, playing back towards the club rooms here at Pialba Bowls Club. He's got this on a beautiful line. His weight's looking pretty good too. I think he's got the kitty in the belly. Well, not in the belly, got the edge, but definitely got shot out of it. And he's made it a lot easier now for his team, have opened it right up, and gives them the opportunity now to draw a close one. So Ray Gosley sticking to his backhand. Oh, what a great bowl here from Ray. Played that beautifully. Ray, of course, is a member of the Beenleigh Bowls Club, which is the furthest club north of the Gold Coast. The Gold Coast district goes from Tweed Heads, which is just in New South Wales, as you're fully aware there, Dave. It runs out to Bow Desert, and far north as Beenleigh.
Okay.
Oh, what a great bowl there. Just missed the edge of that bowl. He just got the edge, in actual fact, James. Just got the wrong edge of it, though, but what a great try. So he did the damage by opening it up for his teammates. So he left the head in better condition than he found it. So Ray, with his next bowl, seems to have a bit of run on this one here. He's going to come to a pretty good home. Anything behind the head with that bowl there, because I think Bates might have a bit of a... he won't be short, let's say that. Yeah, just wants to play just over a draw here by the looks of things. So Sean Baker, current Queensland skipper, had a very good test series over in Perth. And what a great bowl here from Sean. That's why he's one of Queensland's best skippers. Great bowl there from Sean. Gary Park. And this is the one game too, which I think you'd appreciate too. One thing I think our game stands its own too. This is the only game I know where you can go and enter an event and play against an Australian rep. You know, what a great bowl there by Gary. There's a sensational bowl. Most other sports, you can't do that. You can't do that. And the players are so giving of their time too. You know what I mean? They're brilliant to deal with because they're so grateful to just get away with their mates and have a weekend of bowls.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, yeah, good bowl there by Bakes, just missing that.
It's very strategic, isn't it?
It is. He's actually, there's one thing that these blokes would do. They're pretty talented that if they don't get shot, they're going to give you something that you can still use. You know, where if we get one bowl around it, we're happy, and the next one. You know. But there's probably the difference between bowling at their level and bowling at our level is that their bad bowls are still in the region, where our bad bowls are. You got to send a search party out to find them, mate. You know what I mean? So, and that's as I said. But they've most of them have put in humongous hours on the green. They're practicing and practicing and practicing, and they're reaping the rewards of the time that they put in. And a lot of them in their junior days have given up. Well, as you were saying before, the importance of sport, of hours of not going out night clubbing with their mates. To spend time. On the green.
Cultivating their talent.
100% correct. Now, Huey, just not quite there, but what a great attempt. Gets the outside edge of that. Just didn't rock it far enough. But he's got 3 seconds there now, but a very hard bowl to get out of the head. Very hard bowl. So if they could go quick at that, get the edge, but it would only lock in with that other bowl. So that option's not on. So I don't want to touch Kitty. So they've really just got to dead draw it off, which these blokes would back themselves to do. Good bowl there, very handy. Okay, what's he going to play now? Just going to try and... Oh, he's called it early. He said it's wide. He knew that straight away. See that? Moment he let it go, he called that. That's wide. He knew straight away with the weight he played. Yeah, they normally know. Straight away where he's going to. So again, just their experience. Now, Tony just going to pull up a bit short. So there's no more big events on between now and Christmas Day? But
we've got Christmas carols coming up in the next couple of weeks, those sorts of things. There's something on at the museum, the Christmas celebrations, I think at the Historical Museum this next Saturday. There'll be those sorts of events, AGMs for different community and charitable groups.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Just as the year winds up. But the lighting of the Christmas trees coming up in the next couple of weeks as well.
Well, mate, they always said it's a season to be jolly.
It is, yeah. We'll have the big Christmas tree down at the Seafront Oval.
Which has been there for quite a few years now.
Last year we had it at the Art Gallery.
Is that right?
This year it's going to be down at Seafront Oval because we're replacing the roof at the library, and we've had to place the temporary library over at the Art Gallery, so there's not the space for it. But Seafront Oval's a really good public location, I think, for Christmas carols.
Well, that's where the Fighting Whiting used to play from, mate, back in my day. Seafront Oval.
Wow, okay. No, it's a great venue down there, and I think it's a good public location.
Yes, I think I told you once before, I took the Whiting to Premiership in 91, I think it was, 91.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, the old Fighting Whiting. Played Brothers up in Bundaberg, I think it was, Brothers. We knocked over Maryborough in the semi-final. We played Brothers in the final. I think we played Bundaberg in the main one, so we won it 25-22. Colossal game.
Oh, wow.
Colossal game. A lot of good memories from Harvey Bay. I see a good-looking bowl here from Ray. Look, it's just going to run around the back. But, good line on that one there. Okay, James. Very consistent performer. Come on. Just running through with this one here too. How are you, mate? Good, buddy. Going all good, mate. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, Ray, just got to drop a bit of weight from this one here. So, mate, with the wind down for the state election coming up, Dave, you're still going to be very actively involved, of course, in the local community.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So the main
definitely,
thing is,
you'll see me back here next year. And
fantastic, mate.
I might not be in the commentary box, but I'll be around.
Well, it'd be nice if you could come back and have a chinwag to us, mate. I'd love to have you back having a chinwag day, but it'd be
good to be back.
It'd be a pleasure, mate.
Yep.
It'd be an absolute pleasure, mate. Be very, very good. Okay, so quite good there, Gary. She's just not going to pull up in time.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the fact. I was very fortunate to have a conversation with, not too sure what party you're with, Dave, but I had a conversation with David Crisafori and down at Paradise Point Bowls Club. He's one of his local clubs, and he told me I was quite interested. And he said his first working day was in Townsville at doing the Dun Cup, covering the lawn bowls.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There's a lot of the pollies and that have had their background in lawn bowls too. David. So
yeah, it's just a great location, the bowls clubs, to come and have a chat to people, and just I love going to each of the bowls clubs. I don't get so much down to Urangan because that hasn't been, not because I don't want to go there, it's just that my division, I'm lucky to have both Pialba and Harvey Bay in my division. So it's just great to engage with the members of those clubs and go in there and have a beer or a coffee and a chat and help wherever I can.
Know a few councillors that on the Gold Coast, mate, and they cherish when they get a couple of bowls in their
well, I'm like I say, I've got the jewel in the crown. I've got a couple of bowls clubs. I've got lots of charities, and so it's just great to.
Well, it really is the hub of the bay, really, when you think about it. You know what I mean? And Bowls Club, you have a great cross section of the community too, don't you? Which is very good.
And like I said yesterday, we're blessed in Harvey Bay to have 3 bowls clubs.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's
absolutely,
and 3 strong bowls clubs.
Very good bowls club. Very good bowl there from Tony there. Beautiful result there. Changed the head around slightly. Tony Bartlett from the Burley Head Bowls Club. Beanley Bowls Club, I should say, wearing the Beanley colours. So we see Huey chasing this bowl. He's going to get his own. He has taken it. Here, Bakes, good bowl. Bit of sledging up there. It's all good fun. So Tony with his next one. They're telling me they're going to replace the 3rd green down in Harvey Bay in February next year.
That's right.
David.
So, so we had a bit of a problem with a troublesome tree there.
Yes.
Which was the roots were popping up underneath the one of the synthetic greens, and it had historically caused some damage in some areas. So that tree has been assessed by an arborist. It was subsequently removed, and yes, they're replacing that synthetic green early next year to make sure that there was some concern that obviously you don't want to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars putting in a synthetic green when there's a tree that could cause some problems. So it got sorted out, so it's good.
I laughed. I was just laughing on that there, David. I had a very good friend of mine. He actually does commentary with me, Bruce Kirk. He's a wonderful bloke, and he's in a cul-de-sac at Helensvale, and he put in, there was a tree in his street which was very dangerous, and council said no, there's nothing wrong with it. So he actually put in a complaint, and the councillor came out, and Bruce gave him a story why it had to go. So they said okay, so he got the arborist out and chopped it down, and the council was there watching it for a while, and Bruce walked over to him and said, "Geez, it's really good to see you, mate. Thanks a lot for doing this." He said, "The lady didn't come last week when the koala was in the tree." Thanks, mate. He said the poor old Gosley, he reckons his heart popped through his chest. But Bruce was only making around, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just for second place, so you see Daryl McWhinney, I think Dean is up 11-9 over Justin Knight at this stage, and Nick Gosley is up 8-3 after 9 ends. So this really is a battle here at the moment to see who's going to get the first prize. So thanks, mate. Appreciate that, John. Of course, that's by Johnny Walker walking around. Very slowly, I may add. Very, very slowly. Doing a great job as always, John. Very passionate about our great game. So we see a good start there from Daryl. Yeah, I remember Bruce telling me that. He said the poor old councillor.
Oh, yeah, poor old councillor would.
I said, geez, I'm glad you're here this week, mate. 'Cause last week that koala was up. Talk about a good sense of humour. So Ray Gosley on the mat at the moment now. Said Ray, a real character of our game. Loves his bowls. Lives just opposite the Beanley Bowls Club, which is
that's very handy.
Very dangerous. I can tell you. Very handy for Beanley Bowls Club. I've known Ray for a great number of years. Good bowl there from Ray. Settled, made 2 out of that one there. So, bit of work to do by the Aaron Hewson combination here. They're a couple down. James Templeton. Is it going to get down far enough? Not quite. Just wanted to sit that bowl. Just a little bit too much weight. There we see. Ray with his next one. A little bit more pressure on there. We get another close one. Be 3 down. Pressure does wonderful things to people. He's just going to sneak around the back. Pretty handy home, but you see how well the green's running there. Dave
That's right.
just running on beautifully.
Yep.
I mean, he didn't put much on that. So James with his next one, being a left-hander, playing his forehand. See the ones with sunscreen on too. They're the ones that are not getting red so fast. Tell you what, James.
It wouldn't take much to get burned out.
Today, mate. No. Yeah, good try there. So Gary on the mat. Got a good line on this one here. Has he got the kitty? No, 1 in, 1 out.
Oh.
Made that a bit better. Yeah, he's made it a bit better. He's sitting in behind the head a little bit better now. Before he was exposed where he could be taken out. We're now with it lying down too. It's got to play pretty much the perfect bowl to get shot now. So Sean Baker, if anyone can, this bloke can. It's just not quite enough grass. Yeah, pretty good attempt by Sean though. Not far away. He's one of Queensland's finest, Sean. It is the shot. Yeah, it is the shot too. Look at that, Robbie. That camera angle, mate. He did get shot out of it. There you go. That orange bowl's a bit further back than what I thought there, mate.
Yeah.
Looking on that side angle, mate. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, definitely shot. So Bakes, I reckon we're just trying to lay that one down now. Oh, he's not happy with that. Yep. He's not happy. But anyway, he can't play the perfect bowl every time, sure. No. So here we having a bit of a look at, see who's got shot. To us, it looks like Sean. And they're all having a look at it. Okay, Tony. Little trail to Gary's bowl. Yeah. Yeah, you did right there, Huey. He's just going to miss it though. He's going to just miss it. Had a big week this week, David. We did the 2 ladies went for the Guinness Book of Records down at Tweed Heads Bowls Club for 34 hours continued play.
Oh, really?
Yes. it was.
So did they break the record?
Yes, they did break the record. Good bowl here from Hugh. He's just going to lay Sean over. Yeah, he probably made 2 out of that, bollocks of that. Good bowl there by Aaron. Beautiful bowl.
So what was the record?
It was 32 hours and 34 minutes was the time limit. The rules state that you every 4 hours are entitled to a 10 or a 5 minute break. After the first 2 breaks, they had 10 minutes, and after that, they had 5 minutes break every 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And that then they took another 10 minutes to towards the end to have a shower and freshen up a little bit.
Yeah.
But Serena Bonnell, who's very involved with our handicap bowlers and that, Serena's got a few nasty injuries and that, and she wanted to showcase that lawn bowls is inclusive to everybody.
Yep.
And it was a marvellous effort, but Robbie did 40 hours straight, and I think I did about 34 or 36 hours straight. And even when you're not playing bowls, you're just live streaming like this. Mate, you get so tired.
I bet you
it's taken me, I reckon, it finished on Wednesday night at 20 to 9 was the last end played. That's, I think they ended up doing, was it, Robbie, about 33 or 34 hours, I think they did in the end, didn't they? 34 and a half hours.
Yeah.
And that's the first time women have broken the time frame for the Guinness Book of Records. It was set in last year in England at 32 hours and 34 minutes. So they went, as Robbie just said, around about 34 hours and a half hours. So a wonderful effort by the girls. And
that is.
Hearty congratulations. And the funny part about it is that Robbie's telling me that Serena now has gone down to the Australian Institute of Sport with her involvement with the Australian squad. And I said, what's she gone down there for? I said, they've gone down to check her endurance. I said, after 34 hours on a ball. I said, you've got to be. I said, probably they want to see what's how she did it. Maybe they want to
get
bottle.
Some tips.
Maybe they want to bottle it.
Yes, yeah.
I said, because absolutely, her and Ellen Fortner, Ellen is of course very heavily involved with the Australian high performance para team, and gee whiz, mate, they were pretty sore and sorry at the end of it, I can tell you. But gee, a humongous effort to see a person.
Incredible resilience.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, like, I mean, when you just sit back and work out these guys have played 16 ends, there's 5 games, and you're listening to some of them there before they ring the bell for the last game, you go, oh, we got to play again. You're going to be joking. Yeah, they played, 327 ends? 321 ends. And the score was 257 to 256.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that's right.
It's amazing, isn't
it? The statistics on the game, absolutely, absolutely incredible, mate.
That is incredible.
Yeah. But just to think, just 2 or 3 shots in the game, and as Robbie said, the amount of ends won, which is well over 400, well over 500, not ends, sorry, of the score between the 2 of them, and there was only 1 end difference.
One of them scored 160 ends and the other scored 161.
Okay, yeah. That is phenomenal.
Yeah. But the quality of play, you had to see believe. So it told me one thing, that the girls were there to try and get the record, but their competitive nature did not expire at any stage. Did not expire at any stage, mate. So absolutely
great result. Yeah.
Yeah, when you see.
So what in terms of the Guinness Book of Records? What would be the documented? Was it a team or a club or?
No, it'll be just the 2 girls, Ellen Faulkner and Serena.
Yeah.
Serena Bonnell will be the first para bowler to ever try anything of that magnitude as far as time limit. You know what I mean? It's quite a
What a great achievement.
yeah. No, it really was. It was. I mean, even though it was a great bowl there from Gary just running through the head, even though Sean Baker got shot there with that jack high bowl, even that was tiring on our behalf, but it was just wonderful to be involved in such a, well, to me, something unique. Another great bowl here from Bakes, never far away. Good little catchment bowl there, but also counts too by the looks of it, so 2 good bowls from Sean. So Gary, just needing a little bit more grass. His weight was pretty good. A bit more grass. Should be in the area. Played this very well. Oh, it's just going to hold up. Yes, it is. That's probably the shot. Is the shot. But, mate, great team effort by Serena to put it all together. Because they had to have an official umpire there the whole time.
Okay.
And they had 4-hour shifts.
Yep.
2 witnesses at all times. They had medical staff
there as well.
And the only thing is the medical staff checked them, but they never come near Robbie and I. I reckon they did that when I brought it off. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, Huey fell out. Evergreen performance from Mr. Ray Gosley there. Oh, Raymond, bit of a character. Right, Tony on the mat at the moment. It's got plenty of grass on this one here. It starts working its way. Maybe just a little bit too runny. Huey wasn't far away. I think it just fell out. I do favour that orange bowler's shot. Huey's bowl's close, but I just think it's just in front of Jack High, where the orange one seems to be directly across. So Huey just overcorrecting there a little bit. Falls over. Sean says maybe.
Yeah.
So you never know. So, mate, you staying for the presentation?
Yeah, I'll be around for the presentation.
Good one.
Yep, definitely.
Well, mate, we'll let you go in a minute.
All right.
And, mate, absolute pleasure having you here as always. And like I say, mate, you've done a superb job up here.
Thank you, Brian.
Coming to an
much
end.
Appreciate it.
Mate,
We'll see
definitely.
what happens next year.
When we're back next year, love to have you back on board.
They're great.
Having a chinwag, mate.
No
we
worries.
wish you all the best, mate.
Thanks,
all the best.
mate. Thanks very much.
Absolutely fantastic
See ya.
having David Lee here, local councillor, and doing a great job for this whole region. Absolutely one of the growing parts of southeast Queensland. And I said you got to be here to have a look at the place. It's just grown into be one heck of a region. So, and it's because of people like David that give up their time and put in a humongous effort the way you reap the rewards of these areas. So it looks like just the one to Bakes, mate. We've Steve got the mat. So was it Huey's wing bowl here had the shot, but it's always a pleasure, and I do you have to give these councillors who do give a fair bit of money for these events. You've got to let them have a bit of a say, ladies and gentlemen. So I appreciate all of the people's patience when we do have a sponsor on board, but it's just wonderful to have these people who are prepared to throw some money at our great game. So, but David really has done a great job up throughout this region. It's always been a pleasure to talk to him. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you, Jones. It's pretty warm out there. It's warm enough in here, mate. Yeah, great starter there by Steve, sitting just in front of Jack High. Not a good starter.
Doesn't take much to bring it out.
What's that?
That air conditioning.
Be finished soon. 14th then. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, just a little bit long with that one there. Daryl Smith. Another good-looking bowl here from Steve. Is he going to come around it? He is. Geez, that's a beautiful correction weight-wise, isn't it? Just snuck around that bowl. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just running around the back there. Ray on the mat at the moment, playing his backhand, playing back towards the club rooms down here at Pialba Bowls Club. He's just not quite got the weight. Oh, mate, that's brilliant. I've stopped sweating nearly.
It's nice around here.
Ugh. Okay, James, not going to be too far away. Just going to miss the kitty. Ugh. That's better. Okay, tell you what, Ray's not too far away with this one. Has he got the... Oh, he's just missed it. Yeah. Here's gold. I'll tell you if it moves, mate. So, Bates on his forehand. Oh, just hasn't got the weight. Yeah, good bowl here from... Oh, just going to cut now. Thought he had a good line on that one there, Gary. He's pretty close to it. Sean Baker switched over to his backhand. Let's come to a pretty good home there by Sean. A little bit of coverage just in behind. Anything can happen. They're holding two. Oh, good backward there by Sean with that one. Maybe three shots there, also. I think it might be two, mate. Could be three. That's not Bates. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's James, mate. Okay, Huey. Just a bit of weight through that one. Hey, Tony. Is it going to turn in time? Not quite. Well, he had good weight for what he was after. He's looking to put the kitty in the pit. Huey with his next one. Just a bit quick once again. Okay, Tony Bartlett from the Beanley Bowls Club. The Muddies. He's played this brilliantly. Oh, he's just going to miss it. Well, I reckon is he taken one out? I think he may have taken one out. 1, 2. Put a quick tape on it. Must be close to these boys here. Can't work it out. No, it is 3. 3 shots by the looks of that. So handy pick up there to the Aaron Hewson lead combination. Now they're going to have a short end here by the looks of things. So yeah, it's a bit too short, that one, mate. Yeah. And a good kick by Huey too, just quietly. Showcasing his soccer skills. Well, they've kept it short. Okay. Steve. Yeah, good starter there from Steve. Okay, Daryl Smith. Just going to sneak around it. Oh, very close. Just wanted to sit inside it. Yeah, Steve once again looks to just correct, and he has done. Look at that. That's beautiful bowling by Steve Petsky. Yeah, good try there from James. Just sneaking around the back. Pretty handy though. This has been the 15th end of 18. And we're going to be well and truly finish this game before time today. So Ray. Well, 1 in, 1 out. Good old Ray, wanted shot. No. Oh, great looking bowling from James. Just going to pull up a bit short though. Had a beautiful line on that one. Had a beautiful line on that one. Oh, good bowl there from Ray. He's made a few out of that there, I reckon. Maybe 2. Still plenty of bowls to come. Yeah, well, definitely locked in second shot there. Depends what Gary does with this one. I think he's going to be too far away. Yep. Okay, Bates. He's taken one out and he's actually opened it up for Huey. So that's a pretty good bowl there from Bakes. Left the head in a better position than he found it. Huey, I reckon, probably try to set this on the backhand, is my personal opinion. Okay, down to the skips. Aaron Hewson, first on the mat. I reckon he probably plays backhand, just trying to beat that bowler Ray Gosley's. Bit quick with this one. Yep. Got to find that port down through there. They're smoking down there. Oh, what's he going to do here? Well, he's probably just flicked Bakes up for shot. Bit unlucky there, Tony. Yeah, good call there from Bakes. Oops. 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 Huey used all his skill to get that. Exactly where Bakes wanted a bowl foot. Huey got mixed up. He put the kitty there instead. Great bloke, Huey. It really is. Wow, what a great try here from Tony too. Oh, not quite. So, 2 down. There. There. Yep. And just a bit of a call out. I'll tell you what, not a bad starter here by Daryl Smith. Big call out for Monday the 27th of November, Southport Bowls Club, Versatility Fours. 9 a.m. start, $160 per team. Total pool, $2,000. First prize, $1,000. Second prize, $500. Third prize, $300. 2 lucky losers, $100 each. The order of play, 2 games of pairs, round 2 singles and triples, and lunch, and then 3 rounds, which will be fours. So, 27th of November, if you're looking for a game, Southport Bowls Club, Versatility Fours. So, you can ring Southport Bowls Club on 55312626. So, not a bad day those days. You get to play a bit of everything. Just running through the head a bit with that one, Steve. So it's definitely got one there to Daryl Smith, sitting just to the left-hand side of the kitty, just sitting basically just a little bit behind Jack High. So Ray, has he got the kitty? Oh, I just wanted to touch it. Okay, got a good looker here. James starts working its way in now. Not going to be too far away. James Templeton, great bowl. Never far away, a very consistent performer. Okay, Ray, is he wide enough? Just don't think he's quite wide enough. Yeah, another good bowl there by James. Right, Gary on the mat. Going to beat these two bowls of James Templeton. I'll tell you what, he's got a beautiful line on this one here. Is he going to come around it? Oh, just going to crash into it. A bit unlucky there. Just had to be around that. So, Sean Baker. Yeah, great bowl there by Bakes. That's the shot. Great bowl. Falls over. Locked in. Thanks for coming. Okay, Gary looking for the... got to get a result. Oh, not quite. Yeah, coming through around the back there, Bakes. Yeah, handy bowl. So Tony Bartlett. And then plays forehand. He's played a great bowl, but he's still 2 down, I think. Like, you can't play him much better than that and not get a result. Pretty close to being 2 down anyway, if not 1 down. You've definitely won anyway. Yep. On the forehand, onto that red one. He's close. Not too sure who's got shot there. Must be James's bowl, because I don't think Huey's. Yeah, I'm not too sure whose bowl that was. But it was definitely one anyway with that bowl there. Bowl of Bates was still on the green, and that looked to be shot. Right, the last end. Yeah, they are too, yeah, sorry, yeah, second last end I should say. The second last end. I'll say, and who cares, Huey? They've got to play to it, mate. Mm. Good starter there by Steve. Great bowl there from Daryl. So that's one Steve's got to beat. You actually look at that there and you think that dark bowl shot, but that jack high bowl out here is probably the shot. Yeah, great try there by James Templeton. Still got the one shot. Yeah, just had to take a little bit more grasp with that one there. Yeah. It's been knocked around a few times this bowl, but still seems to be hanging in there. Okay, Gary on the mat at the moment. Just looking to dead draw it. I think he just may have a little bit too much run on it. He has, yes. Yeah, great bowl there by Boakes. Just inside that one. Now, Gary, is he under this bowl? He is. Got a lovely result from that. Definitely won anyway. Just the one. Okay, coming down the skips, having a drive. Got the camera. He wins a bonus prize, ladies and gentlemen. He got the camera. Okay, Huey. Okay, Tony. And away pretty smoothly. Probably just a bit too quick with this one too. No wonder, Huey. Okay, fellas, the last end. Steve got excited and kept walking down there. Then he thought it was all over and done with. Forgot he's got another 2 bowls to play. All right, Steve. Boys having a bit of fun with the last end. Didn't quite get it in the belly. Just got it on the edge. Okay. He will be in a minute. Have to bend down and pick this up. No. He's moved. Bit quick. Yeah, just across the head with that one, James, but doesn't matter. Nah. This one here is just going to pull up or it's just going to keep running? Oh, just going to keep running. Geez, what a great attempt though. Pretty hard to see who's got shot there at this particular stage. Looks like Ray might have shot with that bowl of his. Probably both his bowls in actual fact. B shot. Oh, there's one right there on the edge, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay, base. Oh, what a bowl. Gary Parker. What a bowl. So Huey really got to sit that and stay. No. Hmm? Yeah, he has, mate. Got the lot. Absolutely. He doesn't want this orange bowl, though, mate. Okay, Huey. No. Bit along with this one too, so not too sure what the final score will be. Not too sure if it's 1 or 2, but anyway, it's a pick up to Tony's team, so well done. It's been a great 2 days up here at Pialba Bowls Club for the Pialba 2023 Pialba Men's Classic. Been absolutely sensational. Yep. Pretty close. Yep. Been some cracking games. Okay, just watching the bowl there finish there on the rink next door. So this wonderful event could not be brought to you. The 2023 Pialba Classic Men's Fours, proudly sponsored by Ingenia Lifestyles, Harvey Bay. We thank them very much for their generosity. Harvey Bay RSL Club, Oscurbs. We thank them very much. Concrete Edging. Sam Eggleton is the proprietor there. Can be contacted on 0423 120 372. We thank them very much. Churches of Christ in Queensland, Harvey Bay Motel and Clayton Hearing, and of course Pialba Bowls Club. We thank them very much for their generosity. And of course, the month thing before we go, we must thank, of course, Warren Dawes and Cheryl Colvin. They're the scores recorder, and of course the Carnival director in Johnny Walker. And of course, just to run through, first prize winners 4,400, runners up 2,000, third place 15, fourth place 1,000, fifth place 800, sixth place 700, seventh place 600, eighth place 500. Best performed team on day 1 500. Best performed team on day 2 500. So $12,500 in prize money. An absolutely marvellous achievement from club up here in the Fraser Coast. And of course, the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Team is sponsored by, have a good association with West Coast Bowls. And you can contact West Coast Bowls and see the stock they have on www.westcoastbowls.com.au, or Chris Faulkner can be contacted on 0497 128 609. And if you happen to mention the promo code of GCTD23, the Gold Coast Tweed District gets a reimbursement of some money, and it goes towards our parabolas, which appreciate that very much. And of course, the Gold Coast Merchandising Department does a great job. And we have gift ideas for all the avid bowler. Of course, we have got beer coasters. We have got bowl sloths. We have got beer stubby holders. We've got coffee cups. We've got drink bottles. We've got key rings. You name it, coasters there. You name it. We've got the great price lists. We've got glass cooler. Very, very reasonable price. Like beer coasters, 4-pack, $8. Key ring, $6. Tote bag, which I know Jimmy C wants. He thinks he's going to put all his tote tickets in from the tab, $5. The dearest item we have there is a drink bottle for $15. So something there. There's something there for everybody. That's an avid bowler, and of course some great ideas there, particularly the beer coasters, coffee cups, and yep. It's a metal bottle too, so with the Gold Coast logo on it, because it's available on location or on website. You can have a look at everything we've got on www.gctbowls.org.au. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Team, and that's the standings prior to this round, with Dale McWhinney Shillington leading the charge over Nick Gosley. But as you can see, there's not much in it at all. So very, very, very close. Justin Knight coming a very close third, and Justin playing Dale at the moment. And I've got a funny feeling. What is it? Justin's one behind? Playing the last end. So there you go. Anyone's game there. Jacob Nelson in the hunt. Lost a game. Hayden Oster, young man, had an outstanding. We showcased him in the first game. Only lost one game. Jason Moore only lost one game. Well, we know Sean's just had a good win. It's in the prize money. So been some fantastic games, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute magnificent experience coming up here to the Fraser Coast. It's a magnificent area. Plenty of things to do, as I said, for the family. And if you haven't been here before, it's, one of the places I do highly recommend. There's some great places in southeast Queensland, and very nice part of the world. But anyway, on behalf of Robbie Allen, our fearless leader, and we've had a great weekend, Robbie and I, and I hope you've enjoyed the coverage. We apologise for everybody on Facebook, even though you can't hear us, but on YouTube, something going on there that we have no control over. But we'll be checking it out during the week and making sure that it's all up and ready for next week. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself, Brian Marshall and Robbie, enjoy your bowls and support your club. Thank you very much.
I'm into everything here. I'm just loving it. And I'm never leaving.